Hey, what's up YouTube? Okay, so here we are in pretty much the 11th hour. It's 5 p.m. Eastern as I record this, and that's I guess about midnight in Iran, in that neck of the woods. And so far we haven't seen anything from Israel regarding Bashir coming online, or sorry, not coming online tomorrow, but starting the fueling process. I do want to drop a few links in the description box for you guys. The first one is from the DEBKA file, and this article is pretty interesting. It's titled Arab Sources, a major military surprise is close. And they basically are saying, I'm not going to read the whole article here for you. It says that Iran's on full war readiness alert, sort of expecting that something is going to take place last minute. And same thing with Damascus, they're on the full war readiness alert. In this article it also says that former U.S. Ambassador to Israel says that the United States is more likely than Israel to launch an attack on Iran, which I think is an insane statement. I mean, geez, what are the ramifications if the U.S. goes ahead and initiates an attack on Iran? Now, what's crazy is I'm also going to drop a link. There's a newspaper, online newspaper, magazine, whatever. It's called The Atlantic, and they're basically like a political site. And they have a whole section called Israel, Iran, and the Bomb. And when you click that, it goes into a whole bunch of articles. They have all these different writers and editors and whatnot contributing articles on just this whole topic of Israel and Iran and the Iran going nuclear. And you can pull a lot of information out of these articles. It's really interesting if you spend some time and read through all their stuff there. But what's crazy is, like you look at this DEBKA file article. And as I mentioned, the former ambassador said that the United States is more likely to launch an attack on Iran. And it's weird because some of the articles will support that, and then some of the articles will contradict that, and it's really, really hard to get a pulse as to really what's going on. And if you all have been following F-Town, recently he put up a little post on his site, on his blog, saying that he wasn't going to bother updating the blog anymore, because he's basically frustrated with everything that's going on, and what he says is everybody's making threats and no one's carrying out on them and whatever. And I think this just goes to show you that it's really, really, really hard for regular people to get anywhere on the facts in politics in general, because it's so complicated and there's so much more stuff going on behind the scenes that we only get a fraction of the truth and what's going on, and that fraction we usually have to dig for it. But this is even more so when it comes to military and war and things of this nature, because obviously you're not going to put your plans of what you're doing out for the enemy to find out about. And when you know that the enemy is monitoring what you release, then you're going to purposely try and take advantage of that and release the wrong information and all this stuff. So I understand how F-Town and a bunch of other guys, can start to get frustrated because things aren't playing out as a lot of these, different guys and analysts are forecasting. But it's sort of to be expected. Again, because what these guys are really up to, they're not gonna just broadcast in plain view. Okay, so anyway, so like I said, we're here. It's almost a day of when the fueling goes in, and we'll just have to stay tuned and see if anything takes place last minute. In the meantime, here are these links. Check them out. Catch up on where things are at, and let me know what y'all think. That's it. Later, YouTube.